Hi, my name is Jace Larson. I'm an investigative reporter at the NBC station in Houston. But before I took this job, I worked in Colorado and did a long-form investigation into the Department of Human Services and specifically the child welfare system. And what I want to talk to you about just briefly today is some of the things in our investigation that worked well and how the Department of Human Services was able to facilitate those different things so that it worked out so well. And my hope is that you'll be able to take a couple of things I talk about back to your areas and put them into place the next time you hear that a news station or that a newspaper is doing an investigation into something that you're involved with. One of the things that we did here, and I've got just a few notes, is the Department of Human Services, when they received our request for a lot of information, they were very good about identifying this was a large request, and I think they said to themselves, we need to sit down with these guys and not only give them the information, but help them interpret it, help them understand, not from a biased standpoint, but here's what they're looking at. I know for me as a reporter, that was a nice thing that someone was willing to take the time to make sure that I understood it and make sure that everything was in the right perspective. They also gave us lots of access. Instead of trying to shut us out, they invited us to things that we never knew existed. And it really left an impression on all of us who worked on this investigation that they were wanting to be open and that they were wanting to let us see and experience different things. Lastly, instead of just having us talk to a public information officer, which can be very valuable, they put us in touch with the movers and the shakers, the leaders inside that organization. We got to ask them questions. We got to ask them follow-ups. They sat down for interviews. They let us follow them around. And again, we weren't shut out of stuff. In fact, we were included and brought in. And I think anytime you can do those three things, the report that comes out from whatever television station or newspaper that is working on that story will be much more broad. It will encompass more information, and it's really going to help tell your side of the story as well. Lots of times there are confidentiality laws that make that tough, but using some of these things here, I think can help balance that at least to a little degree. I hope that helps.